Hi, this is Walter Davis at the Sudanese Community Center, and I wanted to bring to your attention that we're developing a new relationship with the Sudanese and the Somali people. Most Americans are not aware that there's genocide going on in these countries. Whole families are being massacred by their governments. People are of the belief that when they come to America, they're going to receive medical care, they're going to get jobs, and everything is going to be great. A lot of that is based on some of the air broadcasts that America sends over to foreign countries. So as a result of that, some of the immigration laws have been changed, yet people are not aware of these changes. So the Sudanese and Somali people are moving across Africa and then across Europe and into Mexico to immigrate into the United States. That takes about 7 months to get that whole process done. They arrive at the border in Tijuana and they expect to get freedom, yet they're surprised when the Border Patrol slaps handcuffs on them. The lucky ones are imprisoned for 1 year. Some of them are sent back into Mexico, and others are exiled back to their countries where they are sure to face death by execution. Now, these people have been traumatized. They've been in war zones. They're children. They're men and women. Basically, their family picks one person to immigrate and try to save their bloodline. So, with all the gunfire and violence they've been enduring back in their country, they're now in the U.S., in a prison on the border, and there's a military contract in the vicinity, what used to be called Blackwater, which is now called Z, and they've got a rifle firing range right near that prison facility that they're housed in. So they hear the gunfire, they see some of their friends that have been deported, yet they believe that they were being executed. So these people have no idea in terms of what's really going on. Now, as I mentioned, the lucky ones are kept in prison for 1 year. Well, once they are released from prison, the Border Patrol takes them to a bus stop at 9:30 at night, in most cases, and drops them off with $5. They can't speak English. They don't know how to buy a train ticket. They don't understand bus passes. They don't know how to get public assistance. And there's very little support for these immigrants who are human beings and come to this country in search of freedom. What most Americans don't realize is that our corporatocracy, our corporations, and our laws are largely responsible for the influx of immigrants from very poor countries. Our drug policies cause violence in Mexico, where everyday people are finding it increasingly difficult to live in safety. So they immigrate to America for safety and for more opportunities. The Cargill Corporation has destroyed the small Mexican farmers that are down in Mexico by mass producing foodstuffs, thus putting the family businesses out of business that have been there for hundreds of years. And thus we have this influx of people from places like Sudan, Somalia, Mexico, and other countries who are coming to America for a better start in life. We need comprehensive immigration reform now. But at this point, I'm asking you to join the San Diego County Community Coalition in our efforts to raise funds for the Sudanese and Somali people and people of Latin descent that are immigrants coming to this country hoping for a better life. We're very lucky to have the Sudanese Community Center here. They're reaching out to African Americans, to white Americans, to Latinos, to people from all walks of life to come aboard this particular facility. And they're making it available to us in the Community Coalition for our training and for our meetings. So we want to reach a hand back. And we're asking that you support us in our efforts for fundraising and in our efforts to generate videos to tell the story of these very honorable people. People that simply want to work very hard and create a better lives for their families. And I thank you very much for your time in watching this.